The story begins driving down the east coast of Florida, down to the Keys, and then back up to Miami. My girlfriend Bobby and I decided to cross the state to get to the west coast to try out the Gulf Coast beaches. We were having a great time. To do this, we would have to cross the old Alligator Alley, also called Tamiami Trail. Alligator Alley is a two-lane road that connects Miami to Tampa by crossing through the Everglades. We were told by the locals on the beach, before we go, we should fill up with gas, don't travel at night, and don't get out of the car. We had both wanted to see alligators close up and figured this would be a great way to do it. We got a bite to eat that afternoon and went on our journey. We were both talking about what we might see on this 90-mile Everglade adventure. It didn't take long into the trip before we started seeing alligators in the water on the side of the road. We were driving along about 45 miles an hour, enjoying the two-lane road, when all of a sudden Bobby said, "There looks like a body laying in the road up ahead." The sun was in my eyes, so I really had to squint. I did see something in the road. We came upon a huge alligator sunning himself across the middle of the road. We had to come to a complete stop. There was no other traffic, so we just sat there, amazed by this huge but lazy beast. It didn't seem to mind us, and you can tell that it owned anywhere that it walked on. We figured we probably should get going after a few minutes. We proceeded to go off the road, behind it, careful not to run over its tail. Just then, it lurched around as to not take its eyes off of us and made a loud hissing sound. Bobby screamed, and I floored the gas pedal. After we were safely away, Bobby hung out the window looking back and began flipping it off. As we calmed down about 30 minutes later, we came upon an old dilapidated small building on the left side of the road. The sign said free airboat rides if you stay with us. It's a small motel that looked like it only had 4 rooms. An airboat ride sounded fun in the Everglades, especially if it was free. Bobby said, "Hey, let's stop. I'm getting tired and it sounds like a good deal. Let's check it out." Bobby is a blast to hang out with, if she doesn't get you killed first. When I walked into the room, there was a young Native American Indian guy with long black hair and a ponytail. He seemed nice enough and said, "What can I do for you?" I said, "Hey, my girlfriend and I would like to see about spending the night and getting the free airboat rides." He said, "Sure. The rooms are clean, but nothing special." I proceeded to hand him my credit card. Just then he looked out at my old Ford Explorer and he paused like he had a change of heart. He said, "Hey, I can't let you stay here." He handed me my card back to me. I said, "What's up?" And he whispered in a trembling, serious voice, "There are some terrible, terrible bad people around here. Listen to me. They're in the back room and they are very, very bad. They just don't care." I heard some people in the back room and they sounded like they may be playing cards or whatever, and they were cussing and laughing. It was just kind of strange to hear that at this point. The man at the counter then said, "These people have a way of making things disappear around here, if you know what I mean. Get back in your car and drive straight to the coast." I don't know what was going on, but I got a feeling to just get out of there now. As I came out, Bobby was sitting in the car, and she immediately said, "I have a bad feeling about this place. I just want to leave." She said 2 creepy guys just insisted they'll give her a free airboat ride if she hangs out with them. Just then, the gate opened and we could see several newer vehicles parked in a row, and a large truck pulled out carrying a bedload of several car motors and transmissions and various other car parts. The truck went east, and we went west. As we pulled out, I told her what the man behind the counter told me. You should have seen the look on her face. Her intuition had just been realized. We came to the conclusion that the car we were in may have had no value to them as it was older with plenty of miles on it. Did he see Bobby sitting in the car and took a liking to her? I don't know. We'll never know. We saw road signs that were stating that there were panthers, alligators, and deadly snakes living in the Everglades, but you get the sense that they just lived there and many watched us pass through. It's mankind that we all have to look out for every day, where in many instances these people out there are mentally ill, they want what you have, they think they can simply take it from you, and yet we come in contact with them every single day. To this day, we are both thankful to survive our twist of fate.